They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Razorbacks offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited. About this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago, and this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig sweep.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. This time they'll go to the running game. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Cobb. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Woo Pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts. Big sweep!
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Mississippi State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, Dave.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game. game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Runs through a tackle. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
On 1st and 10 from the 38.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Unloads to the right. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The extra point here would tie the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quick strike complete. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Now on second down. sends it back in motion. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the... breaks into the open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man, it's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the Sooners.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, running back on the move. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Barmore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Mississippi State going up-tempo. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. He's got his man. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. He lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All wideouts, no backs. Creates a little room.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll run play action. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. That's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't...
And the pressure was too much. They get Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking down the middle. Found the spot in the defense. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Complete on the shuffle. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
It's complete on the right side. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Mississippi State right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Barmore. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Gonna look downfield again. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Making side adjustments here. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Fires toward the target. He's open on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
They're trying to hit the angle route to the running back coming out of the backfield. It's a good route, but the running back couldn't make the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Nestles it in at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Got room to work. There he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Back to pass, it's Everett. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Going with the counter play here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Using the quick game. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. To the air on first down. The quick out.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
After that last completion, it's second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw again. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
This time it's complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Razorbacks have pushed it inside the 20. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. James Madison handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Harrisonburg, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. With the catch, it's Roy. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Everett. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
It's complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
The Razorbacks will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught. Turning it on. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's caught. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. On the ground, it's Roy. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Everett. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.